Hey, we're back. This is the Getting Hard podcast. I'm your host, Tim. Jen's your host, Jen. Hi. What's up?
Nothing.
Nothing. All right. Welcome back. Hope everybody's good. Yeah, are you? No, nothing. You guys never say anything back. I don't know if I'm like you don't like me. I don't know. I never get anything from them.
I don't know.
Anyway. Cool. Well, it's Friday for you. It's not Friday for us, but that's just because, showbiz.
It's freaking Wednesday.
Yeah, it's Wednesday. It's not exciting at all. That's the most boring day of all. It's Wednesday. Tuesday's pretty crap too because you're like so far from Friday. You know what I mean? What's all that beeping about?
Trying to turn it down, and it's
Yeah, get that down. I don't want to hear that.
It sounds like I turned it up.
Yeah, there we go. But yeah, so I got some fun stuff I wanted to talk about. I got some questions for you.
For me?
Oh, first of all, that was funny actually. Before the pod we were talking about how crazy a career that Christopher Lee has. He's like the most prolific entertainer of all time, basically. And he's a knight, isn't he?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But he does some crazy, I gotta make sure I got the volume turned down on my phone here.
I can't remember who I heard this from.
Yeah, turn that down all the way just in case. I accidentally hit play on something here, but yeah, he's got like a Christmas album. He's got, where's that at here? View artist. There we go. So he has only got 3 full-length albums, 3 singles, a Heavy Metal Christmas, a Heavy Metal Christmas 2.
I'm pretty sure I told you about this.
He's also a goof. Darkest Carols Faithful Sing is another one of the songs that he released. It says singles. Oh, there's 3 songs on them. Interesting. Jingle Hell.
Yeah.
In My Way. All right, you know what? I'm going to give him a shot on this heavy metal. And he released like a legit album called Metal Night in 2014. Anyway, it's like power metal type stuff.
I think I saw a picture of him with Rob Halford, and that's what kind of...
Yeah, that would make sense because they're both British.
Or no.
They seem to be about the same age, too.
King Diamond. It was either Rob Halford or King Diamond.
Yeah.
I can't
Is King
remember.
Diamond British?
I have no idea.
Huh. Why am I asking? Let me look this up. King Diamond British? Do you know any people...
See, you always joke about how one of us is Jamie for the night.
Yeah.
I learned tonight
It's always
that
me.
Jamie's on that shit before a sentence is even finished.
Oh, Jamie is like the king of... The thing about it is like, it's got to be... We see like the showbiz side, but it's got to be pretty hard to work for that fucking mook.
Oh, I'm sure.
You know what I mean? Like, you got to figure that, yeah, he could fire people pretty easily. I'm sure he does. I don't know if Jamie's the only producer he's ever had. He might be.
Yeah, I don't know.
I think Jamie's also a stand-up comic, isn't he?
I have no clue.
I'm pretty sure he is. Okay. Oh my. Well, that just kind of ruined it for me.
What?
Because that's what he looks like.
What?
That's him.
Wait now. Let me see.
Oh, wait. Maybe not. Maybe that's Timmy Hansen.
Well, is that King Diamond's name?
No. His name is Kim Bendix Peterson. And he's Danish. Wait a minute.
Sorry,
Danish is from Denmark, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. That's right. Anyway, I don't think there's any pictures of him with no makeup. Oh, there's him young with no makeup.
Sure is. Boom.
Yeah, there you go. That's him young.
He looks like Lemmy.
A little bit, eh? He's got that same look to him. He doesn't look too bad for his age.
He's like a cross between Lemmy, Freddie Mercury, and one of the members of April Wine.
Which member?
I don't know.
Just making sure it's like recording. Not
The brains are not computing super well this evening.
Yeah, sorry, I banged it on the table.
Brain.exe
Anyway, yeah,
has
so
stopped working.
What? Yeah, brain.exe, blah, blah, blah.
Would you like to wait?
You get a blue screen of death.
Would you like to wait or close it now?
Wait, for what?
Brain.exe.
Oh, you know what? Just Control-Alt-Delete. Okay? How about that? Or just hold in the power button until it just has no choice but to turn off. I love that one. That's my favorite way to restart a computer.
He looked very Freddie Mercury.
Freddie Mercury / Lemmy. It's like
Yeah.
if Lemmy and Freddie Mercury fucked, which they might have. We don't really know.
He was kind of a handsome dude. But this makes me
I always thought I always thought personally that Freddie Mercury was kind of funny looking. There's a lot of smiling going on with that guy.
Well, that's because he had 2 sets of teeth.
Why?
He was born with a defect that he had 2 rows of teeth.
What?
Yeah.
He was a whale?
And he refused to get rid of them.
He was a is it a whale?
He refused to get rid of them because that's part of what made his voice.
What?
Yeah.
He was one of those worms from Dune?
Oh my God.
Are you actually fucking serious right now? You're telling me that he has 2 rows of teeth?
Would you like me to verify?
That guy
for
could
you?
eat meat like a motherfucker.
Oh my
That's
God.
unbelievable. That is fucking hilarious.
Did you have to say that?
Yeah, I did. Did you have to say that?
Well, just so the people know where we're at.
Well, they know where we're at. I think anybody, if you're on episode, I don't know what this is, 44 of this, and you started on episode 44, I don't know. You might not really know, but if you started at the beginning, you'll figure it out. We say cunt a lot less than we used to.
Yeah, thank you for that.
Like, it used to be a thing, a problem, maybe.
It did used to be a problem.
Well, that's just one episode, 1 or 2 episodes. I think I was purposefully saying it a lot of times.
That's all. Before we go into this, let's just note that Freddie Mercury must have had some braces or something done.
Well, that's just, he's got more teeth. Yeah, I see it now. It's almost like somebody just took a pack of chiclets and stuffed them in there. It was like, here, smile. Click.
Those are twice the size of chiclets.
Those are, yeah, that's crazy.
It's like a cartoon.
All right, cool. So he had 2 sets of teeth. That's interesting information. So, you know what I just want to say? This is completely off topic.
Sorry, he only had 4 extra teeth, but they were in the front.
Oh, okay.
So they were behind the front. That happens. Like, people get teeth behind there, and then they have them pulled.
I guess. I don't know. I don't know. I have like a weird tooth that grows out in the top of my mouth.
What?
Huh? It's like been there forever.
What are you talking about?
Right here. I'm not kidding.
Look up. Look up.
Okay. It's connected to another tooth. It's just I have a fucked up shaped tooth. That's probably what it is.
Look up.
Ah.
I don't see anything out of whack there.
All right. Well, the dentist has spoken. All right.
I think I would have known.
And I had a thought. Oh, what was the thought? Oh. Okay, so first things first. Do you know the band Mors Principium Est?
Yes.
All right.
Why?
Nothing. I just wanted to blow them a little bit. They're awesome. They're just, I don't mean literally. What the fuck, Jen?
I didn't say anything.
Yeah, no. The way if you guys could see the way she fucking just looked at me, it was like, yeah.
Well, you're the one that said it.
Anyway, no. I mean, like, in a girls ripping their underwear off and throwing them on the stage side of way. That's what I meant.
Well, that's
anyway, okay, so. Yeah, no, they're an awesome band, eh? I listened to one of my dumb lists, that just like the auto lists that came up on my, music program that I use that is not a sponsor of ours.
I think
they don't pay us money. What?
What are you doing?
What are you doing? I don't know.
We listen to Spotify, people. We've said it like 5,000 times.
For some reason, one of my lists came up, and I'll even pull it up to see if it still shows up. But it had mostly Children of Bodom / Bodom After Midnight, which in my opinion is just the same band, isn't it?
I have no idea.
And it was Morris Principium Est, mostly. It was just going back and forth and back and forth. It was kind of weird. Like, I don't know what they think. And then, but you go to listen to the next one, and it's like all different shit. I don't know how they make those lists up.
I can never get a list to work out well.
They have algorithms.
Spotify too.
Oh, yeah. Well, I have a couple of them that get right dumb. Like, where's it at? I don't care. Like Daily Mix 2 here. Oh, now everybody knows what the service is.
I already said it anyway.
Yeah. So anyway. Yeah, see Daily Mix 2. August Burns Red, Darkest Hour, Agony Scene, I Killed the Prom Queen, August Burns Red, Darkest Hour, Agony Scene. What's going on here with these lists? Heaven Shall Burn. Darkest Hour, As I Lay Dying. Yeah, they don't mix up very well. They take like I don't like the way their algorithm works, because they could easily find a list and not even repeat bands.
Every list Spotify has ever made me has all the same artists on it.
Yeah, see, that's dumb. Like, there's hundreds of artists that I listen to on Spotify, and it knows that, because it obviously tracks what you listen to.
Yeah, but you spent like a year listening to Darkest Hour.
Well, yeah, I mean, they're like one of my favorite bands of all time. You know what? Also, though, Morris Principium might also be one of my favorite bands.
Right, which you listened to them for a shit ton of time.
That's true, too.
I hope nobody minds, but I'm going to grab a chocolate bar to try to
you go ahead. I will hold down the fort here.
Up the energy for
I'm going to have a sip of my coffee anyways. And I'm going to tell these folks about our new sponsor. No, I'm not, because we don't have one. I wish we did. I'd sponsor this bag of chips right here if they'd have me. But I mean, I'd let them sponsor me. Oh, not another episode of crinkling in the microphones, for fuck's sake.
Oh, look, they're mini.
Yeah.
Oh, no, they're not. Weird. I don't know.
There you go. Chocolate bar time. Nothing like coffee and chocolate bars.
It's very late, and Jen worked tonight, and Jen was up super early, and I need something to temporarily boost my energy.
Yeah. So, you know what? Another band that kind of reminds me a little bit of Morse also is Omnium Gatherum. Is another one I really like. I don't know if you know either of these bands. Am I just talking shit?
I do.
You don't know what I'm talking
When we're
about.
in your truck, we have to listen to your music.
We have to, do we? Yeah, no, that's not true. When we get in my truck, I put my music on for 10 seconds until everyone complains about it. Even the one who claims to be a metalhead.
We just have different tastes in metal.
And yeah, that's true.
Do you like to try
you like garbage metal, and I like metal.
Oh, shut it. You want to try this?
No, I don't want to. I don't want to eat more candy on this podcast. I'm done with it. That can wait until Christmas time.
Nom.
Maybe we'll call Steph. It'll next time it won't be candy though. We'll tell Steph to bring a big truckload of meat with him.
Oh Oh, God.
It has to be all processed meats, and we'll try the best processed meats.
I'm going to have to pre-call 911.
If I was to tell him that, he would be here in 10 minutes, and I'd have to be like, oh, dude, I meant like December. Anyway, yeah, I think he said he did want to do another candy episode. He left we were just sweating with sugar. It was awful.
And it was bad because at the end of that episode, you could tell that our brains were misfiring.
Oh, we were just high as fuck. Oh, it was crazy. All this processed chocolate and sugar and shit we were eating. Yeah.
I felt ill afterwards.
It was, I had a good couple hours where I was like, okay, I probably overdid it there a little, but you only do it once or twice a year. It's not a big deal, whatever. It's fun. I had a great time. It was
yeah, but then you do it for like 2 solid weeks after when we're eating.
True, because you get all the leftover candy, and you have to steal a little bit of your kids' candy too, if you have them. That's what you have kids for, so that they can get candy. Because once you get so old, it doesn't matter. Nobody's giving you shit anymore. They're not giving you candy.
We had too much candy purchased this year.
Yeah. Well, your mom actually, she's pretty good for like giving us some massive chocolate bar every year.
She gives us a whole bag of full-size chocolate bars.
No, I mean like Christmas time. She gave us the 2-foot-long Toblerones one time.
Yeah, and she always gives us the Milka, which is one of my favorites.
I don't know what the fuck that is.
That's the Austrian creamy. You don't like it that much.
No.
Creamy milk chocolate.
No. I like that Toblerone, the one that's got like the rocks in it. Get the chewy rocks in it.
That stuff is so hard on the teeth.
Yes, it is. It's good, though. It's good chocolate. That's like Swiss or something, isn't it?
This is the best Kit Kat I've ever eaten.
Is it?
It's jam-packed full of hazelnut pieces.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. Well, I got no shows
Brush
to
you
plug.
off, Jen. Yep, that's good.
Yeah, pretty much. I don't care about your candy if that's what you're asking.
It is not candy. It's gourmet chocolate.
But yeah, so Omnium Gatherum, they remind me a little bit of them. They're not really the same, but same type of style. It's like almost, I don't know, it's like pretty but really heavy.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm not.
You're gone. What? You're not what?
I warned you and I warned them. It's late. I'm tired. I work tonight.
Jesus Christ. I'm like looking over here at you and you're just like, fuck. Staring off into space. I'm like, you're on a thing.
I was about to answer you.
Go ahead.
Cuts people off.
Go ahead.
Just saying I'm not really a huge fan of them, but I appreciate what they do.
No, okay. What don't you like about them?
I don't know. They're just not really.
You just don't like that style of metal? Yeah. Well, it's very modern. Like it has, I don't know what the style really is. I guess it's melodic. It's melodic death metal. I can look that up too.
I'm becoming super old school in my old age.
Oh,
I find I'm less accepting.
What do you mean by that? You only listen to old school metal?
No. I mean, I'm stuck with the stuff I like. And
yeah, I'm not. I'll never be like that. I always like to find some new bands. Like
I do too, but they have to fall into my lap.
Oh yeah, no.
I don't actively seek out.
I search for shit. I've always been like that. Not Omnium. Yeah, let's see. So Omnium Gatherum, melodic death metal, 6-piece. And just to throw some facts at you, they are a Finnish band founded in the autumn of 1996. It's important to say what season it was in and they were formed.
The autumn.
Anyway, they have very heavy influences from progressive. It says, yeah, I can see that sort of. Anyway, so yeah, melodic death metal is what Omnium Gatherum is. If that's the case, and Mors Principium Est is also considered, melodic. That's what it is. That's my favorite genre of metal.
Yeah.
In Flames is considered a melodic death metal band. I mean, Darkest Hour and some
So
some of their
Flames
albums
the
is.
exception to the rule for me because I'm not a death metal fan. Period.
No, see, and that's basically like that's my jam, I guess, is the rappers are saying these days.
I've got
Whatever.
my couple bands. So I love In Flames. I love Carnifex.
You love In Flames like you've been a follower since day one?
No,
like
no.
Joe Ton days? No.
No.
Okay.
I
You
love
just like them.
Carnifex.
Oh yeah.
I've
also been a follower of Carnifex since day one.
I love an Elnithrock.
Yeah, you're all over the map.
I know.
Because, like, you see, I like Carnifex, but that's because I also like a lot of other deathcore bands.
Which I don't.
You don't. I like one genre I can say you probably do like. It would be like metalcore.
I've kind of fallen away from the metalcore in the last few years.
Well, some metalcore is terrible. You're awful. Do not put auto-tune in your music unless you're
like
Feeder to the Sharks in 1998 or
yeah,
whatever
but
fuck
they got
ever
better
that
after
came
that.
out.
That was only their first.
It wasn't
album.
98 either. It was like 2008.
I feel like I found metalcore and I found bands like Feeder to the Sharks and Parkway Drive, and then
Is Parkway Drive considered metalcore?
yep,
Yeah, I guess so.
they're part of the
See,
whole
the first-
Australia metalcore
I
breakout.
think the first
thing.
metalcore band I was really ever big on was As I Lay Dying. And then from there, I was never like a big follower because I'd run into those bands and I'm like, nope, you went too far in the two different directions. Because that's what, to me, metalcore is. You got deathcore on this side and you've got pop music, essentially. We'll say pop rock on the other side. And there are a lot of metalcore bands that have got this centric kind of thing with their music that's not really super heavy. And then also on top of that, they'll have so far leaning into the pop rock vocals, even like the pop punk, like really just fucking makes me want to punch my own teeth out. That kind of shit. Like,
see, this is where I go back to being kind of old school. Sorry, I was paying attention. I had to. Brain.exe is getting worse in its functioning. I couldn't remember the name of Killswitch Engage.
Don't worry, guys, because after this podcast's over, I'm going to wipe the hard drive clean. It'll be fine. Looking for a host for the podcast, by the way.
You mean you're going to let me go pass out?
Yeah.
So, Killswitch is considered metalcore, right?
Killswitch? Yeah, I'd say so, probably, yeah. For
Old
sure.
school. So I really like Killswitch.
And that's where I find, too, like, metalcore really, like, almost, as much as I hate to say this, it almost needs a subdivision of, like...
Say it.
Subdivisions. of pop music style, the pop music side of it, or the metal, the deathcore side of it. And it almost should be subdivided in those two things.
You
subdivisions.
can't.
And so...
You can't, and here's why. Because
then you'll have a heart attack because somebody added a new metal genre. You'd be like, that was it.
No.
My brain's overloaded now.
No. Think about all the bands that we're talking about. Feeder to the Sharks was heavy as fuck.
And the vocals were not pussy.
Yeah.
No, they were
brutal.
fucking good. Like As I Lay Dying, the Tim Lambesis, when he does his singing style, he doesn't sound like a pussy.
And then you have Killswitch.
Not even close. Like, they're awesome.
But those three bands
Oh, they're all different.
are not similar.
No, they're all different. But like,
So
okay,
you can't really.
yeah. But listen to Deicide, okay, and listen to, I don't know, any death metal that I would say fucking Carcass did. Not even close.
I don't know Deicides though.
Well,
I know
Deicide's
Carcass.
like not anything like Carcass. That's
Okay.
what I'll tell you. That's basically if that's all the information you need right now is they're fucking so far from being Carcass. It's not even funny.
Yeah.
Both bands I love. Both
But, like,
bands are incredible.
Sorry.
But they're
finish your
both,
thought.
I think, both considered death metal / grindcore. Like almost, I'm pretty sure both of them have written albums that in both genres.
What exactly makes Carcass grindcore?
Early Carcass.
Oh, so before.
Yeah, like now they're really swayed on the death metal. Like they've got that.
They're much more refined.
That more upbeat death metal sound.
Yeah.
Whereas, like, you know what grind is? It's named that for a reason.
Yeah, which I would never have associated with Carcass.
Literally, almost sounds like a grind.
Yeah.
Now you got to remember too. Any early genres of music are going to be a simplified version of, like, think about this: the first deathcore band ever.
Don't ask me. To
Arguably,
guess.
Heaven Shall Burn.
First?
Now, swear to fuck. I'm not even joking. It's a fucked up fact. But they are. We talked about this on our core episode, which was like the early days.
Wow,
it was like
I don't remember much about
second,
it.
Maybe even second or third episode. I don't even remember.
Yeah.
It was like way back there.
Before we knew what we were doing and decided it was just going to be
we were
random.
like, oh, we need a theme for every
We have to
episode.
have topics and
yeah,
notes.
Yeah, we're just a bunch of losers now.
We don't need notes.
I don't have notes tonight. I didn't need any though because there's like fucking. I have no shows. Like, I got to find a good line into the shows.
They were formed in 1995.
Yeah. That's what I mean. Those guys, like, they started the deathcore sound.
They are considered melodic death metal, metalcore, and lastly deathcore.
Right. Lastly, because they didn't do it for very long. Right?
Okay. God, they're such a killer band.
Oh, they're amazing. I was listening to them today. They're fucking. I love them. Yeah, they're awesome. And their new shit's good. Their new shit sounds like it always did.
What do you mean their new shit?
They put something out like 4 years ago.
2 years ago. Truth and Sacrifice.
Yeah. It's good.
I think Iconoclast was the last album I actually heard.
Iconoclast is an incredible record.
Yeah.
In like just in a heavy metal standard, that should be one for like the list of top 100
Which
albums.
did 2 parts that came out 2 years apart.
We might have to do pretty soon. We're gonna have to do like a 50th episode. Since we were just talking about how fucking dumb it is to have themes, we'll have a theme, but it's gonna be. We should do our top 100 heavy metal albums.
Jesus.
Whatever.
That's gonna take a long time to compile.
Bah. We could discuss it right here on the fucking. That's what I mean. We'll get like. We'll pick out 100 albums.
Maybe since it's the 50th, we should do 50.
50 albums. Top 50 heavy. Yeah, that's not bad. Top 50 heavy metal albums. All right, we'll get back to you on that one,
So
folks.
we each have our own list?
No. I think we should do like a podcast, like our opinion. We have to work together on this here. Come on. We have to work together on this. Well, think about it. It's no different than like, yeah. I'd say we should do this in conjunction, not two separate 50 lists and fucking, because I don't want to hear any. Because I know you're gonna have a bunch of shit on there.
Like what?
Oh, I don't know. 18 in life and some other fucking shit. Nah, I'm just joking with you. That's all right.
Maybe we should do our own lists.
I don't know. I think what we should do is pick. I don't know. How do we pick the 50 albums? That's the thing. I don't know how anybody does stuff like this.
Both like different genres.
Okay, well, we'll get back to you folks when we learn how to have a game show. Until then, oh wait, that wouldn't be a game show at all.
No.
Yeah, whatever.
Who's
We'll turn it into a
has stopped working?
We'll turn it into a 6-part docu-series. And
Hey, they're still touring.
who?
Oh my God, Heaven Shall Burn, the last band we talked about.
Right. No, I was thinking you moved on to Skid Row because I did say something about.
I
about
wouldn't
them.
give a fuck if Skid Row was touring.
No, I think they are always trying to tour.
Yeah.
Actually, didn't they just recently? Did one of their members die, or did they fire him or
Their
something?
lead singer.
He died?
Yeah.
How did he die?
Liver failure.
Drinking?
I don't know.
Huh. It's really kind of crazy when you hear about liver failure deaths. It's not like a super common thing.
So just listening to another person's podcast this evening while I was out tooling around working, did you know that 500 people in the U.S. every year die of liver failure due to acetaminophen poisoning?
What? Oh,
Taking too much Tylenol.
for what purpose? To try to hurt themselves?
50% of those numbers were accidental.
So then there's 50% of that is people trying to kill themselves with Tylenol.
Uh-huh.
What the fuck?
Yep.
What?
And
Tylenol?
here's another scary stat.
Just look under your fucking kitchen counter, and there's definitely a Tide Pod or some bullshit you can just chew up and eat, and it'll kill you.
Well,
I don't know if a Tide Pod would kill you right away. It might take years.
burn your esophagus for a while.
Yeah, it might take years.
Also,
I heard they're delicious, though.
in the UK, this is the last random drug fact.
I would love drug facts. They are fun to me.
So the UK is a tenth of the size population of the US.
Yep.
There are 3,000 aspirin, which you're told to take if you have heart problems or a risk of stroke because it thins your blood. There are 3,000 a year deaths from aspirin in the UK, which is a tenth of the population.
Crazy. So, would you care to know globally what the number one cause of death is for males 18 to 45? Do you care to know what it is?
What?
It's new.
It's new?
It's a new one. Fentanyl overdose.
Oh, yeah, I'm not surprised.
The number one cause of death.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's just males. I believe it is.
No,
Maybe it's just people.
it's people.
People ages 18 to 45. So that's a fucking, what is that, 27-year range is fentanyl.
One pill laced with fentanyl is enough to kill like 50 people.
Well, no, necessarily. That all depends. It's not supposed to be like that.
No, but I'm sure
I think that the factories that are making this shit don't give a fuck.
I'm sure we're referencing the same episode.
Yeah, I'm not.
But I just
I'm not
listened
making
to.
references to that.
I just listened to that person talk about this, and it is, yeah, one pill can kill up to 50 people if it's high dose laced.
Yeah. Anyway, fentanyl bad.
Yeah.
Don't do fentanyl unless it's a what is that?
Unless you're having an appendectomy and you have no choice because that's what they give you.
What
to
is it
knock
called?
the hell out.
Epidural. That's it. Is it an epidural? Yeah,
I
yeah.
don't think they put fentanyl in an epidural.
Yeah, that's what an epidural is fentanyl. Yeah, that's it. And apparently it's highly addictive, and that's why they use it. It's got no other purpose.
That doesn't make sense because there was fentanyl on my drug list when I had my appendectomy and I didn't have an epidural.
I don't know. I'm just going by what I was told by some doctor.
Drug is in. Oh my God.
Because I probably made some stupid comment to a doctor. Hey, I'm going to get some of that stuff.
This fucking thing is listening to us.
Probably. That's not surprising.
No, there is no Oh?
Oh, my. Anyway, there's one that's even more powerful now. It's something else fentanyl.
What's it called?
Something else fentanyl. It's got a prefix.
It does have a prefix.
I can't remember what it is, but anyway, it's even more powerful, and they're using that. So apparently they seize enough of it, and it's not even close to it. It's not even half of.
Carfentanil.
That's it, carfentanil. And yeah, they seize like whatever amount, and the amount that they seize is enough to kill like every person in the USA.
Brain.exe has temporarily been restored.
Yeah. Well, pod.exe is just about to be terminated because we're almost done. Oh, so I'll plug this one show that I got, and if you want to do a little quick dig and see if you can find any more. Because there's got to be more.
Well, there's...
I know there is, because I had, what's today, 24th? Actually, I think I got one written down right here, too. Yeah.
Tomorrow night's the 2 minutes to Maiden.
Tomorrow night. I was going to say, yep, at Monty's. So tomorrow night at Monty's, which is November 25th. Oh, damn it. Okay. Well, that's already passed by the time you're listening to this. So, yeah.
No,
Anyway.
it's not.
Yeah, it is.
It's that night.
No, it's not. Today is Wednesday.
The 23rd.
Right. It's the 25th.
Friday.
Oh, well, then why did you say tomorrow?
I didn't.
Huh? Eh?
That show will be happening tonight.
Okay, so yeah, if you're listening to this when the day it comes out, then yeah, it'll be happening tonight.
Also, the Vormir CD release show on December the 2nd.
Yep, at the Seahorse. Support from Kids Losing Sleep and Thousand Nights. Oh, and also forgot to mention that Hub Zeppelin will be playing with 2 Minutes to Maiden. And we're just going to assume they're a Led Zeppelin cover band.
There's a new show that is happening at Gus's that I...
Oh, and then there's the one that I have. There's one that I have here. Doopity boop. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Rad Storm. Whoa. Nope. Never mind. That show's not.
Ah, here we go.
Nope. Never mind. That show's not.
Oh, no. That already happened.
Yeah. There's no. I have no Rad Storm show that I've found anyway.
The show that I was also looking at has already happened.
Yep. So that's all we got. I got to find a better line into the shows. I need some sort of a feed that just tells me where all the shows are in the city.
Yeah, it's true.
Like, I would like to be that feed, but I need to get my information from somewhere.
We don't seem to...
But anyway, yeah, that just about sums it up for this episode. What was I going to say? Oh, yeah. Also, I got to start putting songs on our list.
Oh, our Spotify list?
Our Spotify list. It's getting hard to list the songs that fucking slay.
How many songs are on it?
There's a couple on it. Like, I think I chucked whatever. Like, there's some Blind Illusion on there.
Is it public?
It's public, yeah. I got to put a link to it, though. I got to post a link on our thing. I'll actually put a link to it in our link tree. That's a great idea. That's what Linktree's for.
Yeah.
I love that little thing. It's so neat. You just like here and post links, and
here's the little Christmas tree.
You can make them say one thing, but actually take people to a totally different place. Like, you know, take them to some Republican website, and they're like, "What the fuck is
Pornhub
this shit?" Take them to Pornhub. Oh, every one of our links should just take you directly to Pornhub. What was that website that used to exist? It was rotten.com. Do you remember that shit? That was like if you wanted to go see people's faces after they got ran over by a car and stuff. It was pretty.
Oh my god, there were some horrific things on there.
It was like, oh, by the way, here's 17 photos from a fucking gang massacre where two gangs killed each other. It's like, holy fuck! It's all just dead bodies and heads split in half.
That was the like early years of the internet.
Oh yeah, that was before there was no control. It was like the Wild West. It was fucked up. There is still a website like that.
I had forgotten all about that.
This is not 4chan, is it? That does that? No, 4chan's like all.
What's 4chan?
I think 4chan's like the fucking leaks, like WikiLeaks.
Oh, I
think
know.
it's that type of shit, but I don't know. I could be wrong.
I'm just gonna see if this still exists.
I think rotten.com.
Yeah.
I doubt it. Well, actually, now it's like back to being the Wild West, so it's probably fine. Yeah, the site can't be reached. Of course not. It's fucking... That was just some awful shit. I'm probably sure they went down on something else. They probably went down on, like, fucking... whatever. Like, having evidence of a fucking goddamn murder or some shit on their website that they weren't telling anybody about. Who knows? Like, it was pretty messed up to go on there because you're guaranteed you're going to see a body. It was pretty shocking.
Rotten.com was a shock site active from 96 to 2012.
Whoa! 10 years ago it was up until. That's crazy.
I know. Whose tagline was an archive of disturbing illustration.
Oh, that's
Devoted to morbid curiosities, pictures of violent acts, deformities, autopsy, and forensic photos, depictions of perverse sex acts, and disturbing misanthropic historical curiosities.
I'm wondering how much of it was fake.
I don't know.
Which, if it was, fine. That's probably good.
Oh, wait, now, legal disputes. Threatened with many lawsuits over the years, mostly forms of cease and desist notices.
Really?
So the
Hilarious.
Burlington...
So there was probably murder evidence that was on their website, and that's what the issue was.
The Burlington Coat Factory asked them to take down trenchcoat.org, a domain bought by rotten.com, as a trenchcoat mafia reference.
Really?
When you clicked on it, it went to the Burlington Coat Factory's page.
Ooh. Okay, that's not cool.
Mm-mm.
You're just drawing some other random company into your shit.
The U.S. federal government ordered that the Fuck the Month section of the site be removed.
What is it? What was it called?
Fuck the Month? Fuck of the Month.
Fuck of the month? Was it porn?
It doesn't say. But it sounds like it.
That's hilarious. God, what a sight. They were troopers. They were doing it before Twitter was even a thing.
So they had a whole bunch of websites that spawned off of rotten.com.
Oh, okay.
Did you know that?
No.
One of which
It probably still exists.
was the Daily Rotten, which focused on terrorism, murder, suicide.
Oh, it had all the snuff films and stuff on it.
Then there was boners.com, which was linked off of their page.
Which was obviously just boners.
The word boner suggests an embarrassing mistake or a male organ. The images typically consisted of amusing public signs of phallic imagery and members of the public in embarrassing situations.
That's hilarious.
Then there was the Gaping Maw, Rotten Deadpool, NNDB, and Sports Dignity. Those were all their websites.
Wow.
They were like taking the internet
But
over.
they all got shut down?
All been shut down.
Wow. That's something else.
It's crazy. I
Yeah.
had no idea.
And like I said, that was back when the internet was just a Wild West. They never knew.
So it was the final
Nobody even
update
knew
was in
anything about
February
it,
of
really.
2012. Because if you remember, everything stayed on there. You could see the same stuff you saw a year
Oh,
previous.
but you can't see it now because
So,
it's gone.
The front page was archived in only 2018. So up until 2018, you could still look at the website. It just nothing was new was added since 2012.
But now it's...
You saw it.
Yeah.
Its status is listed as defunct.
Yeah, whatever.
Well, that was an interesting digress.
All the people who were involved in the website are dead now. Fucking the mafia's come and killed them.
Oh, man.
All right, well, we should probably wrap this up. Thank you for listening, folks. We love you all. By the way, everybody who has listened to this, if you're listening to it now, if you have listened to any of our episodes, we just want you to know we appreciate you. Thank you very much. We are we have fun doing it. You could be listening to this in like year 2233 too, for all I know. If you're into history. I don't know if it'll still be around then.
We should also, we got a cool plug on somebody's game stream the other day, so maybe we should plug their game stream.
You should definitely check out Ditch on Twitch. Ditch on Twitch. Do it. He's awesome. He's one half of the Bearded Guys Gaming, and I think he still plays with Matt a little bit. So,
and actually, MD Story you should check out as well because that's
Matt.
That's Matt.
Oh, okay, cool.
Who also supported us.
Yeah, check them out. They're cool guys. I've been following them for ages, and yeah, I've always had a lot of fun watching them, chatting with them. They're good guys. I think they're from Florida. I could be wrong about that though.
I'm pretty sure
I'm
they're
probably
from
just talking
Florida.
out my ass. So they're on the same time zone as us, are they?
An hour's difference.
Oh, they're on like
They're an hour before
east. They're on east, and we're on Atlantic. That's what it is. Yeah.
Well, no, it's when you cross the border.
So they're in
the
the
time
Toronto
changes.
time.
It's when you cross the border, the time changes. Like Maine is an hour behind us.
Yeah, everything is. I've discovered literally like
only on the East Coast.
PEI, New Brunswick, and Nova Scotia are the only places that are in this time zone. And Rio de Janeiro. Fun fact.
What?
Yeah, the same time zone as us. In some place called Caracas. Yeah, also same time zone. So right now it is exactly 12:30.
And Ile de Madeleine is also, isn't it?
Oh, I would assume probably.
Which is owned by France.
Yeah, well, maybe. I think we should just take it. Be
Quebec.
like, I don't know. You guys haven't been here in a bit, so we just fucking figured you didn't want it anymore.
Well, I think it was offered to a whole bunch of people, and that's who bought it.
Oh, man. Anyways, all right. Well, you can find us on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook, Getting Hard Pod, and all those places. And there's a couple other places on the internet you can find us. But if you go there, we have that little fun, funky link tree thing, and you can click that, and it'll take you to all our shit. You can find me on Instagram. I'm going to change my names to something that's the same so that it almost...
Yeah.
But anyway, for right now, you can find me on Instagram, Taking Time Away. If you go to our podcast, our profiles are there anyway.
I was going to say, I'm never going to plug anymore because people still manage to find me.
Yeah, well, that's because, like I said, I linked your profile to ours.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Anyway. All right, guys. Thanks for listening. Yeah. Have fun. Stay peachy. Go see some metal shows in your town, wherever that is. Check out the bands that haven't made it yet, because that's how they make it.
Can I go to bed now?
Yeah, probably. All right. Cool. Chill out. Later.